for the sixth and final pick, my third pick of the Sunday six pack, with the team that never wins big, except last week, the Seattle Seahawks, -3 on the road against Buffalo. And I'm pretty sure you have Buffalo as a slight favorite in this game, Stuck. So I'm interested to hear your opinion on this one. But I actually have this as Seattle 3.5. I did make a little adjustment with Seattle for their I think their defense will get a little bit better with, the additions they made at the deadline, and Adams coming back. Looks like he should be a full go this week. So I think that I also like the over in this game. I think there will be points scored, but I think Seattle right now is pretty much a lock week in, week out to give you 30-plus points. And I just don't think Buffalo is a better shootout team than Seattle. And this Buffalo defense, now I know they've been missing different pieces at times. Milano, Norman, White's been banged up, but even a healthy McDermott defense, I don't think they match up particularly well with Seattle. I think that, you have Trey White. Okay, he can guard one of these two guys, but I mean, Wilson's been so good that they're still going to make plays. And this is one of the few teams I think that can actually, Buffalo likes to keep everything in front of them. I think Seattle better than any team in the league at connecting on deep balls in tight spaces. So like Seattle, I think they'll be a little healthy on running in the running backs stable this week, so they won't have to use DJ Dallas. We'll see about that. But overall, I just think this is a good spot for Seattle. I think they are the better team. I know it's a cross-country road trip. I think that tends to get overrated. Matthew Friedman posted a piece for his early bet trends that looked at these teams and how they've been undervalued by the market over the last few years, but particularly Seattle, I believe, is 14-6 against the spread. Pete Carroll in these spots. So like Seattle to get a win here. I think they probably win this game by more like a touchdown. I know you disagree, so tell me why I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm higher on the Bills in the market, lower on the Seahawks. Their defense should presumably get a little better. It's still a dumpster fire defense. You have, Jamal Adams is hopefully coming back soon. You think you added Carlos Dunlap, which helps up front, although I don't think Carlos Dunlap is necessarily moves the needle anymore, but he helps compared to what they had there before. The Bills do have some concerning injuries, though, so I might have to adjust this line. Mitch
center.
Morse is in concussion protocol. Feliciano looked okay. He might be able to fill in, but you have Cody Ford, who's still banged up. You have Micah Hyde, their safety, and their safeties are just the strength of the team. He's in concussion protocol. So, AJ Klein, their slot, Teron Johnson, has been a dumpster fire. He's hurt too. I don't know how much that matters, but if he's playing, I don't know what else they have behind him. Maybe Norman comes back, and it's just a mess. It's just Trey White is really the only reliable one there. So I have to look to see who's going to end up playing. I do like some of the play calling that Buffalo finally started running more play action last week, which I think can work here. I don't hate the play. I don't care about Seattle coming across country, but their defense is still a train wreck. It's just Russell Wilson, and is Seattle going to be able to continue playing at the most? They can't afford any drop off. I mean, they're scoring touchdowns in the red zone like 92% or something. So, I mean, if you see even a little bit of a drop-off and regression from the Seattle offense, you hope that you get it from the other side on the defensive bump. But basically, I mean, I think that I'll end up making Seattle a slight favorite here after adjusting for some of these injuries. I got to wait for the injury report tomorrow. But to me, I mean, I'll just be teasing Buffalo, teasing against Seattle up to over 8, which finally didn't work out last week because San Fran didn't get a 2-point conversion.
Well, I believe we both took advantage of that. Like, the line just moved crazy, and it seemed like a free square because Seattle ended up being a 1-point dog like right before it closed. So I think we both ended up taking Seattle. So that did work out. But it was like the 1 week where Seattle wins big. San Francisco has their own issues, but I mean, I don't know. Seattle, again, when you have a quarterback this good, it's like people will continue to wait for their luck to run out. And I mean, even that Arizona game that they blew, I mean, they were in control that whole game. But Russell Wilson, over the course of his career, I mean, 35 and 27 and 4 against the spread on the road, 37 and 28 at home. And so overall, that's a 73, 55 and 7 against the spread mark. I mean, that's Russell Wilson, just like Tom Brady for his entire career, essentially in New England, made them a profitable team. So Seattle's a team that I'm not going to shy away from, especially because you don't always get them in these small spots these days, because they're playing so well that they're bound to be overrated when they come back home. So I still think they can win games by a touchdown. And if it's 3, I mean, I lose the contest if they win by 3, but if you're betting it, they push, I still think they win the game. So going with Seattle here, but I could see how that would make people nervous. But like Seattle,